Okay, Zahid, we are good to go.
Okay. Jay, good afternoon, Noor.
Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for joining in for another live session that we are having. This session is being streamed live on our social media channels, so feel free to ask any questions that you may have along the way. We want to keep this interactive, so we are encouraging all the participants who are joining us online to do ask as many questions as you can, and then our back-end moderators are going to share those questions with you. Sumbal, kya hal chal hai? How is everything?
Absolutely fine. Thank you so much. And happy to join another live session and address, hopefully, queries about the program.
Yeah, absolutely. Queries about the PG cert qualification. So there's a lot of discussion, but let me set the premise as to why are we looking about the prospects of this postgraduate certificate qualification that we're looking at, the certification that we are going to talk about. Just to see the premise that generally the world is going through an economic crunch. We understand that a lot of professionals are also now thinking about what their careers are going to look like in the future. The future of work is very, very rapidly changing. There's a lot of technological advancements as well. बंदा जिस भी फील्ड में काम कर रहा है अब increasingly both nationally and internationally there is a demand that your qualification, your relevant qualification is very skill based and you have the right skill set that is needed to, fall under a particular sector. So when we talk about the PG cert qualification, I know that a lot of people would, have heard about it. Maybe they don't have clarity on it. So could you first of all just explain that what does the qualification entail and what does it.
Okay, absolutely. Thank you, Noor. So, first of all, I'll actually start with explaining when we say PG Cert, the actual term is postgraduate certificate. And because it's a UK based qualification, in UK, when we say PG Cert, it's more often than not only focused on an education or teacher training qualification. Although you can have a certificate, a postgraduate certificate for any subject as well. But what we are primarily discussing today is the postgraduate certificate education. इसको सबसे आसान तरीके से the easiest way I can give another word for it, it's a mini masters. It's a postgraduate level qualification, which means it's at a master's level of training, and it's a mini masters, which means that it's part of it's basically one third of a masters. That's one way of looking at it. So
Oh,
one third of your
excellent.
masters is what you cover with this program, and then you can do another one third as a postgraduate diploma, and then you can do the last one third as a full MA in education. The
Oh, excellent.
qualification
तो मुझे
itself, sorry.
Right. No, so I have a follow-up question on this. Okay, you've explained it very nicely that it's equivalent one third of a master's और ये मेरे ख्याल से बहुत अच्छी बात है कि बहुत सारी qualification जो कि इतनी specific होती हैं एक particular area से specific होती हैं उधर हमें ज़्यादा depth चाहिए होती है in the curriculum, in the assessments, what are we learning? So PG said basically who is the target audience? Who is eligible to do pursue the qualification and who do you recommend from your experience कि कौन से ऐसे लोग हैं जिनको must pursue करना चाहिए?
Okay, right. Good question, because let's start with who actually is the person who needs to be interested in this, right? So, people who are embarking on teaching as a career definitely need to have a teaching qualification. आपने बात थोड़ी सी की, I'm going to build up on what you've said initially, that there is a very big shift in the recent years that we've seen where professionals must have relevant trainings, right? So I would recommend that anybody who's looking at becoming a teacher, whether at any levels, whether it's higher education, whether it's further education, whether it's technical and vocational education as well, all of these people should have the ability to have covered some theoretical and practical knowledge. So the PG cert is designed for those people who are stepping into the career, but at the same time, it is also a very relevant qualification for those people who have teaching experience, who've been teaching, who've been part of of education systems, but they haven't been able to get any formal guidance. They've had on-job trainings. लेकिन जो एक formalized structure है उनके पास वो नहीं था. The grounding of that knowledge that they must have to be a successful teacher, that's what we look at. So both people, in short, वो लोग जो अभी टीचिंग करियर में आना चाह रहे हैं, वो लोग जो टीचिंग करियर में हैं कुछ सालों से, लेकिन उनके पास relevant formal guidance नहीं है. Exactly like people, I can give you an example, जैसे लोग executive MBAs करते हैं. They've been in
Yeah.
business,
Yeah.
बहुत सारी नॉलेज ऑन जॉब है, लेकिन फॉर्मल एकेडमिक ट्रेनिंग के लिए वो एग्जीक्यूटिव एमबीएस की तरफ जाते हैं. एग्जैक्टली लाइक दैट फॉर टीचर्स.
बिल्कुल. सो एज आई अंडरस्टैंड कि एग्जिस्टिंग आपने बता दिया कि एग्जिस्टिंग जो टीचर्स हैं जो कि परस्यू करें एजुकेशन एज अ करियर ऑप्शन, एंड देन दोज हु आर एक्चुअली बिन इन द एजुकेशन बिट फॉर अ व्हाइल, ऐसे career prospects हैं which you think that the qualification can actually open this door for them? What's in it for them? Somebody who is pursuing or has been teaching, let's say, for another 5-10 years, और अब वो कहते हैं कि अब मेरे career में ना एक plateau आ गया है. So what other career prospects can they look at if they want to pursue the PG cert?
Okay. The first thing that we need to talk about is the recognition and the acceptability of the qualification. So PG Cert, the one that we're offering at International Centre of Excellence, it's a UK-based qualification awarded by a UK awarding body. So उसकी acceptance जो है वो global है. So आपके पास जो है borderless access हो जाएगा to job. So this basically gives you a very big edge over job applicants anywhere in the world जहाँ पे आप teaching में जा रहे हैं. If you have a teaching certification, it immediately brings you to the top of the list of an employee because you have been certified that you have taken training. It's not an academic program. It's not something that will just be theoretical. It is going to be a mixture of the underpinning theories of education plus the practical demonstration of skills through your portfolio. So we'll talk about how the course is structured as well. I can explain that to you as well. कि किस course के जो actual bearing है वो किस तरह से है. Okay, so we can talk about that. Okay.
Great.
But the
So
bigger
we
advantage, as I said, because people are now moving for job prospects and there is a lot of mobility country to country, this opens up a big avenue for teachers in higher education and further education especially, that they can teach anywhere in the world with a UK qualified certificate. Okay. So international recognition जो है वो, that is the biggest advantage of the PG cert that we're offering. Okay. So if you want, I can talk a little bit more about the qualification structure. So because we understand कि जो target market है और जो target learner है यहाँ पे, I'll say not student learners because these are all people who are working. उनके लिए there are two basic elements that should be there. Firstly, it has to be flexible. Secondly, it must be affordable. So keeping in mind, and I will give you a little bit background कि ये qualification हम पाकिस्तान में offer ही इसी तरह कर रहे हैं. We devised it, we had it customized in terms of the content as well to fit in with the Pakistani education system's needs. And the two very important factors, as I said, is that it will be flexible and will be affordable. So that people who are working alongside their daily job, they should be able to give enough time to the coursework as well. Okay. Right. I think we're having some tech issues. नूर, आपकी आवाज अब नहीं आ रही है हमें. Okay. Okay, so I think we've lost Noor. So I will still tell you more about the qualification itself. As I said, it's a 1/3 of a master's. It's a mini master's. If I talk about the credits, so this has like 60 credits. So any certification that you would do from the UK, it will have a number of credits. Usually it's 60 credits, unless it's with the special awarding body. It's a specialist qualification, and it is actually it's less commitment than a master's. But if you look at the value of it, it leads you to a master's, as I said in the beginning. So अगर आपने eventually masters in education की तरफ जाना है, तो आप this will be the first block that you cover, and then you will be able to take the next step as the PG dip, and then next step as a full master's. The other aspect that I want to highlight about the qualification is the fact that it covers a range of teaching scenarios. So not just academic qualifications. आप इसमें जो है, you will also look at the philosophical underpinning theories, and at the same time आपकी अपनी personalized जो teaching practice है उस पर बहुत ज़्यादा focus होगा इसमें. So for everybody who's going to be joining this program, it's going to be an individual experience. And then the biggest advantage, in my opinion, as a teacher, as an academic, as a practitioner myself, I would say that because it connects you to global learners as well. ICE ने कोशिश पूरी ये की है कि हम अपने quality and standards maintain करें, so you have access to faculty which is based in the UK. And there is a lot of peer-to-peer learning that happens through this process when you connect to the faculty based in an international setting to guide you and mentor you. So all of our teachers are based in UK higher education systems and universities. And then you have the availability of other people जो इस course में enrolled हैं, जो कि different जगहों से ये course पूरा कर रहे हैं. So when you talk to such people, when you talk to and connect with a group of teachers from different settings, आपका exposure, आपका experience जो है वो और ज़्यादा broaden होता है. So that is one more value of the course itself. As I said, flexibility and affordability, we are trying to make sure that this becomes a biggest convincing factor for you, because I know a lot of people who are working, they are not able to commit to an academic qualification or a learning program. So we've tried to make it as flexible, as easy, as customized for your needs. And what we want to do is we want to give everybody the opportunity, whether you're a new teacher jumping into the career, or you're somebody who's looking for some formal accreditation for their teacher trainings, or if you're looking to explore new avenues for job prospects. So these are all the three things that your PG cert will help you to do. To make sure that as a learner आपके पास जो है वो best experience हो, we have a dedicated team of student support. इसका मतलब ये है कि आपका जो student desk है at ICE International Center of Excellence, आपके पास we have dedicated people who will respond to your queries, who will be able to answer all your issues and solve all your problems related to the course. आपके साथ वो connected रहेंगे within 24 hours. We aim कि आपको response मिल जाता है queries का. We have a very sophisticated platform जो हमारा learning management system है, LMS जिसको हम कहते हैं, जहाँ पे आपका teaching zone है where all the resources are there. As I said, you have access to faculty based in the UK, so उनके साथ आपकी जो है वो live teaching है. Then you have support team who are based in Pakistan who will be supporting you and locally connected to you. And then at the same time, you have a big network of colleagues and different teachers from different parts of the world. So I think this is it's a one-off opportunity for teachers who are looking to progress further. और अगर आप अपने career को globally enhance करना चाह रहे हैं, this is one of the best options that you can take up. And in the UK, in the European Union, in different countries, teaching certification के बगैर आप काम नहीं कर सकते. So as I said in the beginning, this is a very, very big advantage. So if you have completed a PG cert and that's part of your profile, you immediately jump up in the rank of candidates who are applying for a teaching job anywhere in the world. So it endorses कि आपने ना सिर्फ आपके पास experience है, आपके पास एक endorsement है of your ability and your competencies as a good teacher, because not everybody has the skills, and especially in the last few years we are also looking to enhance the teaching ability of distance learning in online systems as well. So when you look at this program, you'll see that it will tell you about student engagement. It will teach you about how to create assessment methodologies. It will also tell you about what are the contemporary issues that education systems are facing. So as I said, it is customized to meet the needs of today's education systems globally and locally as well. So I hope you will reach out to us and let us know if you have any questions, and we'll be happy to respond to you. You can reach out to us through any of our social media platforms, and we will be very happy to hold further discussions with you. You can reach out to us on our website, ice.edu.pk. I look forward to hearing from you all.